So let's start talking about opportunity now that we understand how much energy the world is using. We live in an urban environment here in Los Angeles County, and like other large urban environments, emit 75% of the global greenhouse gas emissions. So when we're focusing on solutions for energy, we really need to be highly focused on how we design and manage and administer our cities, especially when it comes to energy use. And the problem's not getting any easier because the global population is growing, and as a result, the amount of built square footage in our cities, the built environment, is also increasing. So this slide is a couple years old, but it's still very relevant to the conversation. Architecture 2030 published this finding based on population and economic growth. This was in 2013, and it said that between 2013 and 2030, the amount of built square footage was going to increase by about 60%. We were going to add 900 billion with a B square feet of newly constructed or newly renovated space to our cities. As we're doing this, we're locking in the energy patterns for these buildings and as a result for our cities for the next 80 to 120 years. 900 billion square feet is a lot of square footage. It's hard to get your arms around this, but just imagine that you'd tear down every single building in the United States and you would rebuild it 3.5 times. That's a lot of square footage. When I'm talking to architects about now, I would turn and poll the room and ask who wants to be an architect, and most students in the room would be raising their hands, recognizing that this is a time of great opportunity. This is the equivalent of the Chicago fire. And if you don't believe it, just drive past downtown Los Angeles and look at all the cranes that are up and the amount of square footage, and look at the time lapse photography for downtown Los Angeles and see how much it's changed even in the past 10 years. So this is a time of great opportunity, but at the same time, it's very important that we start taking a look at the energy use in these new buildings in our cities so that we get this right. Where is this change occurring? Most of it's going to occur in China, 38%. 15% is going to occur in the US and Canada. 12% is occurring in other emerging markets. 9% is occurring in India. 9% in Latin America. 9% in the Middle East and Africa. 4% is occurring in other developed parts of the world, and 4% is occurring in Western Europe.